Hello friends, welcome to Gardening with Creekside. It is Jenny and we are here for our second nursery update in 1 week. It's crazy, I know, but last time we just ran out of time, and so we wanted to make sure that we could slow down and show you all of these fantastic perennials that we have to share with you. But before we hit the perennials, it is September now, so we can start officially, according to Jenny, start thinking about fall. Again, I've said this before, if we all act like the weather is cool and there's no humidity, then maybe it'll happen. So come get your mums. They are gorgeous. These yellow ones are just that great classic yellow gold. Wonderful. They are holding their color very nicely. We have got some purples down here that are cracking color. If you are local and you're coming to Creekside this weekend or the coming weekends, we will have all the colors available down here at the nursery. They may all not be showing their color, but we can tell you, what the colors are. So coming this weekend, they will all be available down here at the nursery. So come get your mums because it's September. It's the burr months. I told Jerry that the other day. I was like, I cannot wait for the burr months. And he was like, what are you talking about? And I was like, September, October. Cool months, we like that. So mums are available. Also perfect for your fall containers because, even though it's still quite summertime here in the South, we want to have those fall colors. So this is the Sunfinity Sunflower. Look at this beautiful flower. This is a reblooming sunflower. Multi-branching. You can, if you want to, if this bothers you and drives you crazy, you can come in here and deadhead them. They make great cut flowers for like little bud vases, but these will go until we have a freeze. So for us, that could be, November. So they are going to be long blooming. You can put them in containers, you can put them in the landscape. So if you're looking for a little freshening up, the Sunfinity Sunflowers are fantastic, and they're in a gallon size container, so these are already a nice good size, so you can come get those. I want to go to the aqua pot first. Jerry's trying to tell me to go one way and I'm like, no, I want to go this way. So remember, we just did a video, little update here on the new fall plantings for the aqua pots. They are doing fantastic. They are very happy. Remember, we did the emerald green arborvitae. This is in a spiral form, so she is doing quite nicely. Then on each side we have Jazz Hands Mini Loropetalum from Proven Winners, and finally in the center the candy corn Spirea. They're doing great. They didn't care that it was 90 something degrees this week. They're just as happy as can be. So we've got lots of neat things. This is a really neat holly. I want to share this one with you. I know some of you are quite particular about your hollies. This is from Southern Living, the Southern Living Plant Collection. This is an Oakland holly, full sun to part shade. It is a great one. It's gorgeous. You can tell that it is covered in lots of new growth on it. It's going to be about 15 to 20 feet tall by 12 to 15 feet wide. Hardy in zones 6 to 9. It's just another great option. It's not quite, in my opinion, especially the new foliage is not as pokey. The older foliage is a little prickly, but these would be great specimens, or if you're looking to do a hedge, like a privacy screen, these would be great. The Sunshine Ligustrums, again, from Southern Living. You know how much we love these things. These are fantastic evergreens. They have that great limey green foliage on them. Just wonderful, wonderful plants. I do want to show you this real quick because it caught my eye. Come look over here. Look at this. If you will remember, we shared with you when we were planting these perennials. So this is Primal Scream. Obviously this is a daylily. It is the perfect Clemson colors. Go Tigers. I have this in our garden. Had it for several years. An absolutely fantastic, surefire, wonderful, wonderful daylily. Amazing. Then we have also the Summerific series of hibiscus. This is Cranberry Crush. That says Cranberry Crush right there. Huh. How about that? I know, the cameraman needs to keep his lips closed. So this is Cranberry Crush. I do think there are some Holy Grails in here, but this particular one that I'm looking at is Cranberry Crush. I have this in my yard. So if you've seen pictures earlier in the summer, like around June, just that great cranberry color. So here we have a bud that she probably won't open tonight. It'll probably be tomorrow night that she opens. Remember, the hibiscus blooms will last for 1 day. They open and close at night. I believe this is the one that Jerry thought I was looking at, Holy Grail. So if you're looking for Holy Grail is a little bit different than Cranberry Crush because it does have a little bit of a darker foliage to it, and I don't know the scientific term, but the part that holds the bloom onto the plant is a bright yellow. What's it called?
Condiment.
That. So it'll give you some really pretty color texture-wise. Again, we have another aqua pot doing amazingly well in all the fall colors. This lantana is just insane. We have the vermillionaire that the hummingbirds love. The butterflies are covering this. Obviously, it's getting to be late in the day, so they're not here right now. Then the Sedona sunset. Coleus, it's just great. The wheelbarrow is hanging on. So to give you've followed this wheelbarrow like all season long. Again, I will show you this Silver Falls dichondra is just insane. I mean, she's matted to the ground. If you will remember, I did have the Supertunia Vista Snowdrift under here. I did pull it out because it was looking sad. I was going to pull the salvia out, but the hummingbirds are still coming to it like crazy, so I just can't say no to the hummingbirds. Coming over here, underneath the pines, we have got all sorts of fantastic perennials. I know y'all have asked for more perennial information, so we're going to share it with you. Got some new hostas in that I am super excited about. This beauty is called White Feather. And what's really cool about White Feather is that in the spring, when it comes out of dormancy and it emerges, it is pure white. Like the leaves themselves are pure white. It'll have a little bit of green in the veining, and then as the season progresses, it will turn green. So now it has just a green foliage, really narrow, wavy leaves to it, more of an upright habit than a wide, sprawling habit. And this is a gorgeous 2-gallon container. So Jenny has already pulled a couple of white feathers to go in her garden. So feel free to come buy them all because I've gotten mine. Okay, I know I'm joking. Over here, Southern Shield Ferns. This is a native semi-evergreen fern here in the southeast in North Carolina. We have these growing wild along the creek bank and in the woods. This is just a great hardy fern. It is a very coarse fern, so it's going to be somewhat naturally deer resistant. So this is a great one to add to your shade garden. Can y'all hear those cicadas? I mean, it's like the song of summer in the South. I love it. It's wonderful. Oh my gosh, more hydrangeas. Y'all, it's late. Hostas, etched in glass, great foliage. Now, I do want to tell you, when you're looking at buying your perennials, especially into September, October, remember that you are buying the root system. Not necessarily are you buying the gorgeous foliage up top. So you've got some beautiful new leaves here that are great. But there are a few of these leaves that are looking they're a little sad, but that's okay. The plant obviously is nice and healthy, so just remember that these plants, as the season progresses, they know that they have to go into dormancy, so they start to shut down. So your foliage may start to look bad, but your root system is great. So you can go ahead and plant those. Not a problem. Cinnamon ferns. Again, cinnamon ferns, are just a classic, wonderful fern, and they're called cinnamon ferns because they will do a stalk, and this one is just beginning it. Right here, they will do these stalks that look like cinnamon sticks. So hence it's called a cinnamon fern. It is a native plant. I am trying to look to see the zones. 2 to 10. You want to talk about a versatile plant. Oh my word. I think if you're watching me, basically you can buy this, grow this fern. Cinnamon ferns, love them. Where else shall we go, Jerry? So to give you a little, oh yes, over here. So we get a lot of people asking for evergreen shade shrubs. So this is a great one. If you are not familiar with Mahonia, Mahonia is a great evergreen shade-loving shrub. They're going to be in that 3-foot range as far as the height and the width. Just a really unique foliage on them, a little bit of a bamboo-esque foliage to it, evergreen, and then the late winter it'll do yellow blooms on it. So it's a really neat option if you are looking to do that. My folks who love shade annuals, these are angel wing begonias. It is an annual, but I'll tell you, this has been planted here since the spring. It is actually in a container sitting in the bottom of a chair that has no bottom to it. So it's in the frame of the chair. You can't even see the chair. You see that we have this bird feeder here. Well, early in the spring, evidently a raccoon was getting greedy and was on the bird feeder, and he fell and completely crushed this plant. And my mama, being the, you know, always an optimist, was like, Jenny, don't worry about it. It'll just grow back and be stronger and prettier as ever. I think she was right. So angel wing begonias are a great thing to do. Fun and Games Red Rover. This is a great euchera from Proven Winners. Eucheras are wonderful perennials for your shade. It's only going to be 6 to 8 inches tall, and it is hardy in zones 4 to 9. So there you go. Really pretty, kind of a burgundy mahogany color to it. Eucheras are great because they're semi-evergreens, so they do wonderful in your shade garden, mixed in with hostas and all sorts of things kind of in the front of your bed. Just really, really neat. We've had these hydrangeas earlier in the season and they sold like hotcakes. So this is, Jerry can come in here. This is the Tilt-A-Swirl Hydrangea, and it's that multicolor. It is green, lime green, and red. It is only going to be 3 to 4 feet tall and wide, so this is going to be more shade tolerant. So opposite of our little limes and all that need the sun, these need more shade. Morning sun, afternoon shade. A great hydrangea choice for you. And one last, well, I guess there's so much to tell you folks. These are wonderful. These are the Banana Appeal and Florida Sunshine. They're mixed in here together. These are fantastic evergreen shrubs. Keep that lime green chartreuse color all year round. They are evergreens. They're not going to lose their leaves. Perfect for the shade garden. They can do a little bit of sun, but they really do like the shade, and they'll get to be about that 4-foot mark. So they'll give you some height in your garden. Absolutely wonderful for those shade gardens where you need a pop of color. So Jerry, we're going to back up. I do want to show them real quick because y'all saw this earlier on, and they are just taking off. Look at this. This is the Pulmonaria. Let's see. Somebody been chewing on that one. Look at this. Remember we got these as little plugs, I don't know, 2 months ago maybe. But the Pulmonaria, this is a new one. This is Spot On from Proven Winners. It's going to have the blue and the purple, blue-purple blooms that go to pink. Make sure I got that the right way. Nope. Start out pink, then they turn the blue-purple. So again, it's a great shade-loving perennial. They are going to be more deer-resistant because they are rough. They're very hairy. Not as, they don't hurt you, but they are, if you know lamb's ear, well, they're a little bit coarser than lamb's ear. So deer don't like rough textures on their mouth. So this is going to be naturally more deer-resistant. Really, really pretty. So with that coloration, it's gonna be fantastic. And then one more I'm gonna show you, Queen of Hearts, Brunaria, however you wanna say it, tomato. Again, another great perennial that is deer resistant for the shade because it is, again, it is hairy, just like the pulmonaria. It is going to be very much like a hosta in its how it grows. Habitat too, because it likes the shade and moist. It is going to be hardy in zones 3 to 8. I have these in my garden. They are gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Let me sit this down right quick. All right, I think we're just about coming to the end of it, folks. Of course, we have the black-eyed Susans back here that are blooming. We've got the Hamlin grass. We've got, oh yes, the azaleas. This section of the nursery actually gets sun, so don't think that the azaleas are gonna go in the shade. They're not. This gets that hot afternoon sun. Tons of different perennial choices, shrub choices here at Creekside, so come see us Thursdays through Saturday. Right now it's open 9 to 3. We look forward to seeing you. Hope you have a fantastic day. We'll see you next time. Y'all have a great day. Bye, friends.